Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Melissa. Today I want to show you how I make these cute little beaded rings. Obviously I went through and picked a bunch of rondelles out of my bead collection. For each ring I'm going to have 3 different sizes, 5 beads in total for each ring. My plan is to make a lot of rings, but we'll see how far I get. Obviously I have a lot of beads laid out, so I'm very ambitious, but we'll see how far I get. But for now, I'll show you the design I'm going to make. See what you think. For this ring, I'm going to use 20 gauge wire, titanium enameled copper wire from Wire. Of course, I'm going to use some flush cutters, some chain nose pliers, and I'm also going to use my ring mandrel. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to start off with 15 inches. I'm also playing around with my work surface to see how different surfaces look on video. So let me know if you like this one or if you want me to go back to a different one. I'm not quite sure what works yet, so just let me know in the comments. Put the largest bead on, kind of find the middle of the wire here. The 2 middle beads on either side. And the 2 little beads. Okay, so there are my 5 beads, basically somewhat in the middle. I'm going to throw this on the mandrel. I want this one to be around a 10, so I'm going to make it a little larger than a 10. Bring the wires up on either side. Wrap one wire around the first bead. I'll wrap the other wire around the first bead on the other side. Okay, this is where it gets fun. Okay, the trick is keep all your beads in place and start feeding your wire through. Bring it under and bring it over next to the next bead and bring it over like that. But I'm going to go ahead and start with the other side as well. Keep going back and forth. Okay, bring it back, bring it up under that bead, the next bead, and bring it over. Bring it under, around, bring it over. Flip it. I keep hitting the camera. Sorry about that. Make sure not to lose your beads. These little end guys will be locked in once I start winding these end wires around the shank. Okay, where am I at? So that's gotta keep going here. Oops. Go through the middle. Not too tight. I guess you can play around with the tightness around the beads. Okay, so I usually just go one wire, one pass that way, the other wire, one pass the other way. And then I finish it off. Use my chain nose pliers to kind of tighten those down. The 15 inches was a little too much. If I want to save wire, I can measure what the leftovers were and kind of subtract that from the 15 that I used. Okay, let's do this side. And once you get your bindings nice and snug, go ahead and snip it off on the inside of the ring. And take your pliers and press them down so you don't feel them when you put the ring on. At this point, I'm going to put the ring back on the mandrel to kind of stretch it to the size that I want. You can do that by pushing it down or lightly hammering it with a rawhide mallet to not only get it to the size you want, you can stretch it out a little bit, but to also work hard in it and give it a nice shape. So what do you think? I think they're cute. One down, all those to go. I cut myself 13 inches this time. This time I want to make an all black one. This one I'm using little bicones as the smallest bead. See how that looks? I think I'll just make around a 7, I think. That side comes up that way. This side comes up this way. Take it off. Be real careful. Bring your wire through. If you like experimenting, you can do 2 passes with the wire. Give yourself extra wire, of course, maybe a couple inches, and do another pass back the other way and see how that looks. But for me right now, I'm just going to keep it simple. This side, that's a lot. Let me tighten that up a little bit. I just kind of keep working until my hands crap out on me here, which doesn't take too long. That's why this all here, that's a little ambitious. Hopefully I get it done this week. I always have high hopes of filling up my ring tray for upcoming shows, but that never seems to happen. Still cutting a couple inches off. This ring is a little smaller than the other one. just one more ring before I go. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Comment below if you have any questions. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'll see you next week.